What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trash Film Home Video, and today we're going to be doing a DVD update for the end of April. Early in the morning, got my coffee in my Massacre Video cup. This is an old fucking mug here, but it's delicious. Sorry you all had to hear me do that. So what do we got coming? All right, first up, Night of the Demons from 88 Films. Why did I pick this one up? Because it was cheaper. It wasn't much cheaper. It was like $2 cheaper, but it was cheaper. And I know that 88 Films does a good job. This one didn't come with a slipcover, but it's fine. Yeah, I really love Night of the Demons too. I think it's a pretty good sequel. It is, I had forgotten it was done by Brian Trenchard Smith, which he directed like Turkey Shoot and I don't know. He's on that Ozploitation documentary. I forgot what it was called. Next up, Giallo in Venice. This is from Code Red. Now, Scorpion did one as well that came with a really nice slipcover and nice artwork. I don't even think this... Yeah, it doesn't have anything at all. Special features, just got a new scan. Yes, it is subtitled only. This is a crazy Giallo. Super insanely sleazy. Like, if you thought New York Ripper was sleazy, this is going to completely smash the sleaziness of New York Ripper. I would say New York Ripper definitely moves a bit better than this one. This one is one of those ones that sort of, there's like, a nude scene that goes on and on for a while. It's got really good kills, decent gore. There's some kills in here that are pretty uncomfortable. Especially, there's a scene where a woman gets stabbed in the, but the one that was more uncomfortable for me was when he had one tied to a table. That one, for whatever reason, I think because it's like in this dingy kitchen and it's just kind of, it's unsettling, but really cool flick if you're into sleaze, if you're into giallos. This is a wild one, guys. All right, up next, we got Death Warrant. Now this is just a cheap, like, 20th Century Fox. When I was younger, Van Damme was pretty popular, and I never really got into him. There was something ultimately very cheesy about Van Damme, and at the time I was too cool for school, and, anything cheesy I just didn't want anything to deal with. It's not a cheesy movie. It's actually a really good movie. He goes undercover in this prison to catch this... there's been people dying in this prison, being murdered, and he goes undercover to figure out what's going on. There's a serial killer element to it. Really cool movie. I'm going to be probably picking up all the Van Dammes that I missed when I was younger. Up next, Penitentiary 2. So I talked at one point about Penitentiary 1. Penitentiary 1 is a really good movie. Probably considered, of course this is from Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know if I just said that. Here's the alternate artwork. It's got Mr. T in it. Penitentiary 1's a really good movie. It's definitely more on the serious side, I would say. Not really what people would consider black exploitation. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but a lot of people would consider it that. This one, it's not as good as the first one, but it's decent. I'm happy to put it in the collection. It's a little less serious. Also, the guy that plays Half Dead in the first one is not in this one, but Half Dead, the character, is in it, and Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters actually picks up the character of Half Dead. And I love Ernie Hudson, and he did a good job, but there was something about that first guy who played Half Dead. That was just, he was a scary dude. And you just don't get that from Ernie Hudson, and maybe that is because, which Ernie Hudson is right there. Maybe it's because he was in Ghostbusters, and I have like that. But yeah, I really wish they had gotten the original Half Dead to play this guy. And continuing with Vinegar Syndrome, we have Psychic Killer. This is also from Vinegar Syndrome, obviously. Basically, the dude can like astral project almost and kill people and not leave his body. Not leave his where he's at. Like he can sit down and pretty much go to sleep, and he can astral project himself to kill people. And basically, he's going after all the people that he was wrongly accused for killing his wife, I believe. Really fun, nice little like drive-in style exploitation picture. Had a lot of fun with this one. I would show. Okay, fine. I have to be all extra and put these in these cases, but let's show you. It also has really great artwork on the inside. I love that artwork. So yeah, Psychic Killer. This one, I guess, is one of those slipcovers that's out of print, but it's like not too hard to find and it's not too expensive. So if you want to grab one, I think I picked this one up for like 20 some bucks. It's not bad. Okay, next is going to be a little bit of stuff that I picked up from Books A Million. They've got a used section now, and it's pretty decent. I've actually been able to find a few things. Heathers. If you haven't seen Heathers, Heathers is, it's pretty classic. This one's way out of print. It's from Anchor Bay. Got it for like $4. And we got some decent special features there. But yeah, like they've got a pretty decent used section. If you haven't been to your local Books A Million, I'd say check them out. Heathers. Next up is DVD. Yes, I'm still buying DVDs here and there. If I can get it on Blu-ray, I'm going to get it on Blu-ray. But the Blu-ray is really expensive with this. And I found this for like $4 or $3. So I'm definitely going to pick up the cheaper of the two, especially when it's something like this. If you haven't seen Cabin Fever 2, it's really fun. It's much more comedic. It's disgusting. It's really gross. When I had a channel before, this is one of the very first movies that I ever reviewed. And I remember I had just messed up my finger really bad. So it like went really well with the review because I was able to show my finger and how disgusting it looked. And yeah, it was a fun time. Like literally I cut my pinky open so bad that it, like the bone was showing, and I never went and got stitches, and it healed itself. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, I really enjoy this one. Cabin Fever 2. And picked this up. It was actually sealed, so it hadn't been used. Obviously, the picture quality on these are total garbage, but I'm not the biggest Puppet Master fan. I'm not the biggest Full Moon fan. So I figured for a couple bucks, brand new, I have them now. They look like total shit. I mean, really, like they look awful. But I don't need in really crazy good quality for these movies. They're kind of crappy anyway. Next is one that is really good. This one is called Dead Mary. The cover is god awful. It is terrible. That is just awful. The cover is awful. But it's like Evil Dead meets The Thing meets an urban legend in like, it's really good, guys. Like, and one of the reasons that this is as good as it is because it is, they pay attention to the characters. They actually develop the characters and develop the situations that the characters are in before all the shit goes down. So you're a little bit invested in them. It's a group of friends that basically go out to this cabin to kind of reacquaint because they're like out of college at this point. They've been working for a while. Like they're just new to kind of adulthood, and they're kind of adjusting to that lifestyle of, go to work, come home, go to sleep, repeat, you know, um, and trying to get in, keep relationships and things like that. Really good movie. Actually, a really good double feature with The Empty Man, I think, or maybe a double feature with Evil Dead or The Thing. This was probably my favorite. I had seen it before. I used to own it at one point, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. And it was one of those ones I wasn't sure if I was gonna, I was actually gonna like or not. Again, after so many years, and I really really liked it. This is a really really solid little movie. It's low budget, but it's a lot of fun. So if you can find it, you can get it on Amazon for like $11, I think. Normally, I don't tout Amazon. I would want you to get it from one of these, like, a Grindhouse or an Orbit or a Diabolic. This came from the Arrow sale via Grindhouse. Don't know why it's in this blue case. It's a thick case. It's the Arrow thick case, but it's blue. And I don't really know why it's blue. But Eaten Alive. This is another one that I used to have. I will explain. You're probably all thinking, well, if you've collected for this long, why don't you have some of these movies already? I need to do my collection video and explain what kind of went on and to why I'm kind of rebuilding my collection at this time. I forgot how insane this movie was. This movie's insane. All the characters are just kind of out there and wacky. I mean, at one point, this family comes up to the I guess it's considered a hotel. It's very dreamlike too. The whole movie is very dreamlike, nightmarish. Toby uses a lot of colors, and the opposite cover is just the Death Trap, which I don't really like. It's got Neville Brand. Neville Brand plays this totally insane dude. But there's a family that shows up with a little girl, and it's actually Marilyn Burns plays the wife. And they have a dog, and the alligator or crocodile. The dog gets eaten, and she has a freak out, and the husband starts barking at them at one point. It's full of really wacky characters. This is drive-in cinema at its best. If you haven't seen Eaten Alive and you're in for you want to see something kind of off the wall and weird, this is a really good one to pick up. And finally, from the Arrow sale, I have some other stuff. I just haven't watched it yet. My process is I get them in, I watch them, I decide if I'm going to keep them. The ones that I keep, I show in these videos. So Whitefire, this one actually came with a slipcover. It is, it's really nice. It's velvety. I haven't had one like this. This has got William Ginty, the exterminator himself. It's got Fred the Hammer Williamson. I was in a elevator with Fred Williamson once, and he was what you would expect. I remember I was in there I was in the elevator with another guy, and Fred walks in and goes to the back of the elevator, and I'm standing next to him, and the guy near the elevator buttons is just sort of standing there kind of looking at him, and Fred goes, "Were you gonna push a button, man? We ain't gonna move unless you push a button." And the guy's like, "Oh, yeah. What floor do you need, sir?" And it was funny, because he was just sort of flabbergasted. This is a weird one as well. This was a French production that was filmed in Turkey and had American actors and English actors, and basically this girl works for a diamond mine in Turkey, and her brother are stealing diamonds from it. She dies. There's a white fire diamond that somebody finds. It burns you when you touch it. It's out there. It's like a action, kind of sleazy. There's one scene where the sister is swimming in a pool, and the brother goes down to get her to go to come up for dinner, and she's completely naked, and they have this little exchange where they're like laughing and joking with each other, and she like he pulls the towel off of her as she's naked, and she's like smiling and laughing. Oh, stop, give it back. Like really weird incestual, and then that even is actually a setup for something that happens later. It's out there, man. I had fun with it. It's not great by any means. It's dubbed. Um, if you like really weird, kind of bad, kind of so bad they're good, this is one. This is one that would definitely interest you. But anyway, all right, guys, that's all I got. I'll probably do. Ooh, I knocked everything. I'll probably do my collection video so up next, so you guys can kind of figure out why. Oh, I really knocked it. So you guys can figure out why, I am the way I am. Not that I am the way I am, but why the collection is the way it is. But this is the collection update for the end of April, guys, and that'll probably be coming up next. I kind of wanted to review this, but it's wild. It's wacky. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.